Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's a good evening here in San Antonio, Texas. It's around 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Howdy. Welcome to me and Banjo's weekly tarot card drawing and also reading. I do this too. So, welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope this video finds you safe and sound. Oh, Banjo. Banjo's doing good. It was his birthday yesterday and I completely forgot. Completely forgot. My mom was like, here's a treat for Banjo on his birthday. It was like at 6 or 7 p.m. Thanks, Mom. Sorry, Banjo, we didn't celebrate your birthday this year. I don't know how I forgot. I made his birthday on Valentine's Day, so I wouldn't forget. Anyway, welcome. Hope this video finds you well. How y'all doing this February, mid-February, after Valentine's Day? I hope you had a good weekend. Here you are, getting prepared for your week. At least psychically aligning your energies and staying focused and in tune with the universe. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the Dragon Tarot this week. I figure why not? I did kind of recently on my own personal readings. So might as well just stick with it. Anyway, it may be 5:30 p.m. but I might have a coffee here. Anyway, anything else new? Anything you'd like to ponder on, contemplate? Look into the stars and wonder? I was trying to think of a theme. I couldn't think of one. I was like, what should this week's theme be? And then I could only think about how my mom and my sister Jason are going to go to HEB tomorrow for the week. Another day, another dollar, another week. I said it all like, for the week. So maybe the theme can just be like, how to make it through the week. Does that seem like a good theme to y'all? Just to me. I need to be guided on how to just make it through the week. Another week. So maybe that could be this week's theme. We'll see. Sometimes it kind of changes up throughout the reading. Got my drawings ready, and you know, I don't think that's such a bad theme now I think about it, because I've been having a hard time. Usually I write poems and for the morning post on Instagram, and it's usually like not that difficult for me to do. It used to kind of be difficult for the same reasons that it was kind of difficult to start like being an artist and drawing and stuff like that. But as far as it being like any sort of writer's block, you know, it wasn't really there. Things just kind of flowed, just kind of sit there and think a little bit, and then I was able to just kind of write these poems, and I haven't been able to do that. I think this sketchbook, which I'm almost done with, is the least amount of poems I've written. I feel like it's just trudging along, and it's affected my creative thinking and writing. So maybe this week's tarot card reading can have something to do with how to keep the creative mind active when you have a very stale environment. So we'll see how that goes. Now ready to get started? I can't remember. Did we do the crow body? I think we did the crow body last time. I kind of want to do the crow body with the Dragon Tarot, but I think I'm leaning towards this 7-card spread. Guess I'll go ahead and start shuffling then, since that's decided. Oh, and if you're wondering, I put the Empress back in the deck. I don't know if y'all saw the tarot card video where I said I just took the Empress card out. I don't really like her in the Dragon Tarot. So I put her back in the deck. And sometimes when I get her on my personal readings, I just put another card over her. So I need some more explanation other than this Empress card. But again, that's just me as your tarot card reader. You might have go to a different tarot card reader, of which I will not touch. And they happen to have the Dragon Tarot and give you a completely different reading. It's just my interpretation of the cards. He's just being so cute right now. He's playing with his toy. No, he's true. You got a pup treat. Oh, his rawhide. He got a chicken rawhide treat for his birthday yesterday. So he's having fun with his present. His birthday present. Anyway. I saw a really cute dog today in the neighborhood. It was a very fluffy, white-haired, long white-haired dog. All white. Oh my gosh, I hope your name is a spirit bear. I just said that in my head though, so. Okay, do y'all want to cut the deck? I'll give y'all a couple of seconds. Okay. I'll cut the deck out for you. Oh no, I've got some condensation from my coffee. Well, this is quite interesting. All right, so we have the 7-card spread, and I know I literally just said our theme is going to be like trying to get it through the week type of mentality. And the card that we have for our overarching, overshadowing theme to kind of help guide us through the reading is the King of Cups. This is a very cool card in the Dragon Tarot. It is emotionally mature man capable of giving and receiving love. This is a very interesting to get for our theme and getting through the week. In the Dragon Tarot, I think it's interesting because a lot of the times it's kind of like a little bit more not novice. So you have to be a little bit kind of intermediate, kind of expert kind of level with these cards, not just like in I guess in like problem solving type situation. I'm just saying these words because that's kind of like the vibes it is. That's not like, obviously we're not doing any problem solving, it's a tarot card deck, but just the Dragon Tarot I feel is a bit different than the Crow and the Dog and Cat tarots. So I think it's interesting here in the Dragon Tarot we have this King of Cups being a emotionally mature male capable of giving and receiving love. Usually this it's interesting because it sounds so like well, where's the dragon part in that explanation? So it's kind of a little bit simpler, maybe a bit like you might confuse it with maybe the Ace of Cups or something kind of like the purity of the suit and the element. I think the Ace of Cups here is emotional fulfillment. Let me double check. Yeah, emotional fulfillment. So this is a very interesting a theme. I think it kind of usually this King of Cups has a lot more meaning and a lot more detail and description. But I think this kind of solar energy of just kind of a being open to the universe and not just the universe, but like the people in it. So as far as our a theme of getting through the week, I think that's very interesting. I guess maybe we just have to be a little bit more open with people's emotions. Maybe it being the cups suit. So yeah, let's see where we go from here. The past is a Nine of Wands. I think this is a letting down your barriers, but there's a staircase here, so I think I have that wrong. Let me double check. Okay, Wands, energy, action, power. Oh, take down your barriers and let others support you. This is very interesting for the past. It's here a dragon with a staircase, so that's very interesting, right? I think I was confusing the 9 and the 10 of Wands. So very interesting. You got the fire element here. The past doesn't seem so bad. I think as far as the past card is concerned, I would say that it's hard to tell if our past is mostly positive or negative. This is very much an advice card, not so much about what the situation may be. Um, uh, take down your barriers. It could be because you're very capable of doing stuff on your own, and maybe there would be even more benefit if you did things with others. Maybe it could be that you like doing things with others as opposed to doing things on your own, given the fire element of this card. But nonetheless, in the past, there's this barriers up and this letting others help, and I guess help the dragon up the staircase. I don't know. So yeah, let's continue on and see. Maybe we'll circle back. Oh no. The past we have the devil card. I think this is such an interesting card. I like the color scheme. It kind of reminds me of like, is it Jamaica? This red, green, and yellow kind of colors. It's kind of Jamaica vibes going on. And so I think it's interesting with the devil card and in the Dragon Tarot, the devil, as a tarot card reader, I take the devil card to mean something a lot different than the devil cards in the other decks. This devil card not only has the green, red, and yellow color scheme, which is like, smoke them if you got them, but I think also this it's not so much highly focused on people's individual vices, downfalls, and probably really negative things that they bring to society, but more of what happens after that. It's kind of separate. This dragon devil card, and there's a bit of proactiveness I guess because of this, the chains and the cobweb and the spider web, the chains are, I guess, open to interpretation, but, excuse me. But I think overall chains are a good thing. A lot of the times they're used for like levies and stuff, which is like work. A lot of stuff in society is uses chains. I don't know, but as far as this devil card meaning, let me go ahead and just check the meaning. But I just want you not to be so concerned that the present is this major arcana deck card, the devil card. Oh, don't let your own negativity hold you back. Enter into the swing of things. This is very interesting, and I think really does kind of, so far, it goes with our theme this week of getting through the week. This upright devil card is, like I keep mentioning, a bit more positive than the other tarot decks devil card. In the sense that this sort of idea of, I guess, violence and bondage is something completely separate than this dragon here. And you got the human skeleton remains there, and this, again, a chain and cobweb. I like the juxtaposition. So upright's a very positive meaning. Get into the swing of things a little bit more. So that's great. That's what we gotta do this week. Let's see our hidden influence. The Seven of Cups reverse. I really like this card in all the tarot card decks. So they have a lot of a similar imagery. The Seven of Cups in the Dragon Tarot is a confusion, the need to get your priorities in order. It is reversed, however, so in the Dragon Tarot, that doesn't necessarily mean something the complete opposite. But maybe just a question about that description. I like it because it's a black dragon. And most of the time, this Seven of Cups is very kind of philosophical, to suggest looking things at a deeper level, and also like a deep dive into your soul and into your dreams and stuff like that. It is a water element card, and it's hidden. So as far as it being reversed, I would say maybe if there's confusion. Confusion is seems a bit kind of negative, a kind of a bit of a warning. The need to get your priorities in order. So maybe this, and this is a black dragon. We don't see a black dragon in this tarot card other than the Ten of Cups. You have the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups as black dragons. And the Ten of Cups, I think, is emotional commitments. But anyway, as far as this, there might be a little hitch in the get along here. We have this past of letting down our boundaries and letting others help us. And then we have this present devil card, get into the swing of things more. And so our hidden card is the Seven of Cups, which may suggest this kind of an unknown, kind of a misjudgment of something about maybe others or ourselves. And maybe we just probably need to re-examine a little bit more and go from there. But it is hidden. So I would say that I don't know, maybe that's not such a bad thing. That's what as your tarot card reader, I would say that if something is hidden, um, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I know people kind of want to hide bad things, but sometimes it can just mean that, like, you get privacy or something. So, I really like the Seven of Cups card. It does have a very kind of interesting meaning for it here in the Dragon Tarot. But if there is confusion and the need to get your priorities in order, I do think it's very interesting. It's in the water element. So whatever that may mean for you. Let's look at our obstacle. The Death card reversed. Here in the Dragon Tarot deck, I really like this card. I think this skeleton dragon looks so cool. A white skeleton dragon. I think interesting considering this present here, but our obstacle seems to be this death card in reverse. You have an egg, and what is this? A little timekeeper. I forget what it means. I'm gonna have to look it up 1 second. But I really like it. That's some sort of like transformation and rebirth. And as far as it being reversed, I think it probably has something to do with our hidden influence here. I think death may be the water element in other tarot card decks, or at least the Crow Tarot. An hourglass, that's what it's called. Okay, so the egg is the symbol of rebirth, and the hourglass is the reminder that we're on a time limit here to make the most of our lives as time is running out. This seems a bit stressful for obstacle, but nonetheless, it may be not a terrible reminder for us getting through the week. The reverse meaning is not being able to let go. So, very interesting obstacle. These are very interesting cards we have here. I see the possibility of them having kind of a negative meaning and connotation. But seeing all of these cards here, the King of Cups and all of them, I really just kind of see a very positive meaning and to them. Not being able to let go of something, I think, is very interesting considering our past. We've let down barriers and let others help us. So this obstacle here with this egg, meaning life is about transformation and stuff like that, I think is very interesting. And again, the card looks so cool. I hate to say that it has a negative meaning. But nonetheless, I would say our obstacle is us, or there's a bit of a difficult obstacle here. And it might be usually the Devil card and maybe the Death card reversed and upright maybe can sometimes in other tarot card decks, and as your tarot card reader, I just kind of want to include the meanings here is this kind of what is it called? A misjudgment of how things are because of how things look. This kind of trickery, this kind of if you maybe are not looking at things at a deep level, but I would say we are considering this King of Cups here. And also this hidden influence, sometimes confusion. It's okay to be confused and have questions about things and maybe reevaluate your priorities. In some cases, it might be better advised than to just be like, and not even think about it and continue doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I think this these a mirage, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Maybe because it's a tarot deck, but it just this kind of things may not be as they appear. And so this not letting go might just be an indicator of not of something negative, but just of something that we understand about ourselves, and are ready to proceed forth, whatever the obstacle may be. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee, 1 second. Okay. Our outside influence is the Knight of Wands. This is dynamic male energy. Very interesting considering the cards that we have. I would say we have a really good balance of masculine and feminine energy. This kind of lunar and solar selves being represented and displayed here in our tarot card reading. I think the Seven of Cups would probably be very well balanced with this and Knight of Wands. And as far as our obstacle being this reverse death card, not just not letting go, but this which could be territorial, right? Considering a kind of male and solar energy. But this kind of egg and hourglass, I think this outside influence of the Knight of Wands is going to be really helpful. Very dynamic yang energy. And as far as like getting through the week, it is kind of like, I don't know, after the midweek maybe. So we might be getting a little outside influence push at the end of our week to get through it. So that's also positive. Our advice and solution is the Three of Swords. Finally, we get an air element, and I'm really happy about it. This card may be a bit intimidating considering the swords are piercing the heart, and you see drops of a blood. But this is actually a pleasant card, and one I think that might be present in our society. What are those rooms where you just kind of like you can rent and you just like breaks up? This kind of reminds me of that. We kind of have little, I think, outlets in our society for maybe this Three of Swords situation. This Three of Swords is heartbreak unless you can communicate. I really like this Three of Swords. One thing that is constant about this Three of Swords card, whether it's the Dragon, Cat, or Crow Tarot, is this crux meeting of pathways between the mind and the heart for this Three of Swords, and I really like. And so I think maybe a lot of times that can be a bit I don't know, a bit passionate, a bit kind of I don't want to say violent, because I really don't want to say violent, but a bit tumultuous. Like if you were in a plane, it would be like shaking or whatever. But anyway, with that being said, I really do like this, the Three of Swords, heartbreak unless you can communicate. It's the sword element, and people can communicate in different ways, and there's a lot of ways to communicate. I think a meeting of the mind and the heart is very positive overall and in the long run. So for us to get this card as our advice and solution, I think is a really good sign. And again, makes all these other cards look even more positive. And might be a reward, right? We have this King of Cups here. So whatever this we go through this week, our advice and solution, I think, is going to be very rewarding. So yeah, our future and outcome is the reversed Page of Cups. This is very interesting. I'm so conflicted about these pages, but this Page of Cups is new social contacts, and reversed I think is kind of interesting. Um, the being a social, I think, is definitely the Cups suit here in the Dragon Tarot deck. And it's very interesting, this Page of Cups, new social contacts. Um, it might go with our other reverse card here, with this reverse to Seven of Cups. Confusion, the need to get our priorities in order. There might be other people out there that might be relating to whatever our hidden or maybe safely kept Seven of Cups influence is. So this new social contacts, I think, is very interesting kind of closing card, which is the future and outcome of today's reading. And I think it's very interesting considering our past. The fact that it's reversed, it might be a question mark. Are these the new social contacts? Is this a new social contacts? Is that something that maybe we should trust? As far as that's concerned, I would say we probably should, even though it is in fact a page. This kind of youthful kind of energy might be very positive. And I think it's interesting that it's after this Three of Swords kind of tumultuousness, kind of in the Cat Tarot. It's like you need to feel the feelings and howl even. You need to feel the feelings so you can move forward and move on and with your life. So I think as far as getting a page in this Page of Cups here, I would say that it's probably the best placed. If this Page of Cups were to be somewhere else in this deck, I would be quite questioning of it. But considering the very strong cards that we have, and kind of how open, I guess there's a lot of experience here. There's a lot of seriousness, and I would say this future and outcome, as far again, would I'm just looking at it in a very positive way, and not kind of a negative kind of we need to be prepared for maybe these negative effects and consequences. Oh, the death card is also reversed too, so. So yeah, as far as getting through our week, I think we have a really good reading for that. This new social contacts, I think maybe will be at the end of the week. So whatever that may mean for you, maybe you're the type that kind of looks forward to new social contacts, or maybe you're the type that doesn't. So we'll see what you do there, but that is the future and outcome. And you have this overarching theme of this King of Cups here, so. Alright, I guess I'll show you the deck. Kind of ended a little early. I guess we'll go ahead and start the tarot card reading. It is getting a little dark here. The sun is setting a little bit. So it might just be a little dark. I might have to turn the light on. Maybe. Anyway. Alright, here's our past, obstacle, and future. Okay. A tarot card puppy bench is sleeping. Oh my gosh, and it being the Page of Cups, new social contacts, it might just be like animals or something. Are you gonna get a new dog or cat? Fish? It is an egg. So it looks like you know, a reptile egg or something. And it could also just be like your own personal perspective of things. It might not be new social contacts, it just might be like a new social perspective as far as this page goes. Which I think is interesting considering, again, this the Three of Swords and just the order of all the other cards. Okay. One second. Okay. Well, this video might go to part two, so I'll see you in part two.